when they all bowl, 52 alleys in a line. This is Ted Husing speaking statistically and informing you that the modern game of 10 pins is today America's most popular sport with over 20 million strike makers. Modern equipment has streamlined the game with electric foul line detectors. Hits and misses are projected on a screen by a scorecaster. A break keeps heavy balls from bruising careless fingers. From 7 to 70, they all bowl. Grandson, grandpa or grandma, brother or sister, Mrs. or Mr. The modern bowl center is a far cry from the old-fashioned alley hangout. Today it's the All-America Family Recreational Center. Each bowler striving for that perfect score of 300, which means 12 consecutive perfect rolls or strikes. And yet with millions of bowlers in more millions of games, there are less than 300 perfect games rolled each year. But then, one never gives up hope, and youth is always in there trying. Here's Ned Day at his own alleys in Santa Monica, California. Ned is world's match play champion. He says the first necessity for good bowling is proper footwear. You see, one shoe has a leather sole, and the other is of rubber, allowing you to slide and break at the same time in your delivery. Day knows whereof he speaks. He has instructed over 10,000 bowlers and holds more records than you could shake a stick at. The proper ball for 99% of all bowlers is one with the three-finger grip because it allows more control and less finger strain. You place your thumb in the single hole to the depth desired, then your two middle fingers should fit comfortably in the other two holes, the thickness of a lead pencil. Your game is as good as your footwork. Using either a 3, 4, or 5-step delivery, you approach the foul mark in a straight line with your knees slightly bent and your body relaxed and balanced. Remember, a straight ball is the easiest one to control. As in golf, a smooth follow-through and perfect balance completes a perfect delivery and should result in a perfect score. A straight ball is best delivered on the right side of the alley and should have a direct line of flight to hit evenly between the number 1 and number 3 pins. A curved or hook ball is used by most champions because of its greater strike percentage. It is thrown out towards the gutter, allowing the curve to bring it back to the 1 3-pin pocket. A checkered flag is used to block Day's vision of the pins. He proves if you're a good spot bowler, you don't need to see the pins. He knows the exact point to set his ball down, and wham! Any instruction applicable to men is just as valuable for women. Of course, the girlfriend uses a lighter ball. Then she should not try to bowl in high-heeled shoes. And it's advisable to dress comfortably so she can stretch and bend freely. Like golf, it's largely a matter of timing, balance, and follow-through. And the fair sex must always keep in mind it is not necessary to roll a fast ball to score well. She takes her stance about 12 feet back of the foul line, and she's all set. Say, you'd bowl them over in any league. And now we present Andy Varipapa, the world's top flight artist of trick and fancy bowling. He's the only expert who is completely ambidextrous. He can throw sharp-shooting bullseye hooks with either hand. Now, going from left to right hand is absolutely no trouble at all. He's the original Handy Andy man. One of Andy's very special tricks is called the double-barrel salvo. 2 perfect hooks bowled simultaneously crisscross on the alley, mopping up a most difficult split. The gutter is no mental hazard. He loves to pick off a spare pin with a bank shot from a side gutter. Now Andy has cooked up a fancy combination which he calls an Uncle Benny, or the pawn shop special. Using 3 balls, he kicks the first with his foot, rolls the next with his left hand, and the third with his right hand. Each ball clips a pin as neatly as a daisy. His remarkable control of the ball with hook or spin is illustrated with this staggered 3-pin shot. Nice control, young man. His 3-pin masse shot brings billiard expertness to the bowling alley. He puts tremendous English on the ball, and it travels in 3 distinct arcs as it mows down the 3 pins. Here's the impossible split, but nothing stumps Andy, so he calls his daughter into the picture. Well, let's see. What's the gag? Well, there's family teamwork if I ever saw it. This 3-alley exhibition shot he calls the Flying Dutchman. The ball must part the 2 middle alley pins with hairline accuracy. And it does. Here's a good trick. Away down at the end of this long double lane is a lone pin that Andy holds in contempt. Ha ha ha, this time, this guy's in for a beating. Smack him right in the kisser, Andy. Good. And thanks, Andy Varipapa. You can roll on our team any day. You're not bad. And now to Wilton, Connecticut to meet that great alley wizard, Colonel Lemuel Q. Stoopnagle. Let's go indoors.
Awfully nice of you folks to come inside. So much easier bowling inside this year than it is outside. Now, you've seen the champions in action, and I'm going to show you the instinctive bowler. Confidentially, I'm instinctive. Why, I've been bowling ever since I was that old. You know, we Stoopnagles have given a lot to this game, and probably our greatest contribution is relief from foul line bugaboo. I'll show you how it works.
I get it, Colonel. Every man makes his own foul line. Well, now that's a very ingenious idea and should save a lot of foul arguments. Well, it certainly takes brains or something to dope out such an innovation. Oh, it's a secret. Okay, Stoop, I won't breathe it to a soul.
And there's another thing you must always remember about bowling. Never get your hand anywhere near the ball or the rack, you see, while you're bowling, because the ball is liable to come out and hit you in the... but you can never fool the Stoopnagle. And another point, too. Now, a bowling ball is very heavy, you understand? And you have to have muscle and big arms and everything else in order to bowl properly, you see? All right, cut 'em up, boy. If you listen to the experts, this is a tough game. You have to put your finger in the ball this way and stand this way and do this and all that sort of stuff, but not with my invention. With my invention, you just roll the ball and they all fall.
Colonel, you must have been sitting up nights to figure this one out. You're an engineer, not a bowler. Does it work? Yep, you roll the ball and they all fall. Well, that's a sit-down strike that pays. Just a minute, Colonel. Hey, what's the idea of the heavy artillery hanging up there? National defense or what?
Oh, you mean this, Husing?
Yep.
Huh. Daniel Boone gave me this. This is a little gadget of mine. Haven't got it quite right yet. Just in case that thin boy double crosses me, I can do it.
Thanks, pal.